When you start to feel blessed and grateful for where you're at and you get content, that's when God wants to bless you even more.
Me and you could never be. Why can't you see all the things you've done to me? Made it harder for me to love and trust someone. So baby, please.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy JayyeMichael. Welcome back to my channel. So if you get yourself from today's title, I'm going to do a get ready with me. I'm going to show you guys the perfect way to get a no makeup look. Okay, I'm gonna run you down all the steps that I do, all the steps I take to get to this finished product right here, while of course talking my sugar honey iced tea, because who would I be to not talk my stuff? So if you want to see how I get this perfect no makeup look right here, make sure you guys stay tuned, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and let's get into this video. Alright, y'all, so I have to leave the house at 4 o'clock. It is 3:08. I have less than an hour to get ready. So let's see if I can do this, okay? I am going out today with the kiddos. We are going to, I don't even know the name of this place, but it's some like adventure place thing where they got like zip lining and go-kart and all this stuff. It's like one of those big adventure dome places. Yeah, we're about to go there. I'm gonna start off by doing some skincare. You already know the deal. I always do the same skincare in every get ready with me. Of course, CeraVe, and then we're gonna go in with the Super Goop sunscreen. If you're not wearing sunscreen, baby, you need to. Okay, especially if you are a person of color, you should be wearing SPF 40. Nothing less. I want to start this off on a good note. I want to thank you guys for 18 subscribers. I think by the time this video comes out, I'll be almost close to 19K. Last time I checked, I was maybe at 18.7K. I can't quite remember. I just think it's so crazy how fast I am growing and how fast I have been growing over the past month, especially with the TV show that came out. Before the TV show came out, I think I was at like, I don't even know where I was at. Maybe, I know it was more than like 10K. I'm not quite sure where I was at, but I know for a fact that it wasn't close to 18K. And now I'm almost at 20K. So I just want to say thank y'all. Like, it is so crazy how far I have come on this YouTube journey. Like, it's crazy. I used to dream and like wish for moments like this where I'm thanking y'all for like almost 20K. I remember vividly during the pandemic, I was just so frustrated because all these people were starting YouTube channels. Everybody was getting on social media because, I mean, hello, what else was there to do? And they were just blowing up so easy. Going viral, so easy. Everybody was just going viral for any and everything. And I used to get so irritated, so upset. And I know, like, you know, of course now, but back then, I was looking for that validation because I felt like I was a YouTuber who was really up there. Regardless of my subscriber count, you know, the quality content I was making at that time and for what year it was, I was making pretty good content. I started getting into vlogs around this time. I was still doing my sit down videos, but I was integrating more vlogs into my content. I'm about to spot conceal with the Fenty Beauty in the shade 470. Y'all know this is my favorite concealer. Okay, I actually need to get a new one because baby, it's running out. It's getting a little scarce. For the time and, you know, the year it was, and for everything that was going on around that time with the pandemic and COVID, and I don't know if y'all know this, but the worldwide pandemic or the global pandemic or whatever it was that was attached to the COVID is now lifted. Like, we're not in like a, I don't know, I gotta look at the article. Gosh, 'cause I don't want to be wrong, but I do know that something was just recently lifted about COVID. I think like it's now not like an emergency or it's something around that nature. I knew this was gonna come because like I really haven't heard anything extremely crazy about COVID in a minute. Actually, I know people are still getting it. I was on Instagram the other day and Lizzo literally just got it. She had to cancel a show of hers, but that's neither here or there. I don't know like while I'm even talking about that. We're gonna start the eyebrows, okay? Of course, you already know the deal. Where is my little pencil at? The Fenty Beauty pencil in the shade soft black. We're gonna get into these brows. One of these days I'm gonna do an eyebrow tutorial for y'all, but it won't be today because baby, I do not have time. Back to what I was saying. I just think it's so crazy how, like, you know, I was really looking for that validation, and I vividly remember the first time I felt validated was when, I never forget, I was sitting on my couch and I noticed that, you know, because I was really obsessed with checking my numbers. I don't really check my subscriber count like I used to because honestly it doesn't really, I don't know, I don't check it like that. I'm not even gonna sit here and try to make up an excuse. I don't check it. But I remember one day I was checking my numbers and I noticed that I had gained like almost 1,000 followers from the day previous, and I was like, okay, this is odd. Why am I gaining all these subscribers? What in the world? I never forget, I used to be obsessed with her at the time, Aaliyah Simone. Y'all know I used to love me some Aaliyah Simone, and I was just so ecstatic when she included me in one of her videos. I think it was like 20 or 30 or like 50 black businesses you should be buying, or like black YouTubers you should be watching. It was something like that, because around that time those type of videos were really popular, and she included me in that video and people were actually coming to my channel. I will forever be grateful for her doing that, because that kind of gave me the boost of confidence that I needed. I don't ever think she knows this, like, because we've never ever talked about this. That really helped me and gave me the push and the motivation to keep going, because y'all don't understand, like, unless you're a YouTuber, especially like a YouTuber who's on the smaller side, you don't get it. Like, this could be really discouraging when you're looking around you and you see all these people getting validation, going viral, they're getting all these brand deals, and their content is mediocre. They're not giving it to the girls like it should be giving. They're posting once every 8 months, okay? And they're still getting 1 million views. That is really frustrating for somebody like me, who of course has always been a quality. Okay, let me get back to y'all after I finish these brows, because I know for a fact that I'm finna mess up if I'm written and rambling like that. 1 second. Okay, back to what I was saying. I have always been a quality over quantity guy, especially when I was more on the smaller side of my subscriber count. Yeah, I'm still considered a micro influencer, regardless of, you know, my following on Instagram or my following on, or my subscriber count on YouTube. I'm still considered a micro influencer, especially if you like look at my numbers. Like, my numbers are very good, but still they're on the micro side of influencing / content creating. And especially at that time, I wasn't even touching 1K views on a video, let alone in a day. Although I was a quality over quantity type of guy, it still gets to you when you're doing the work, you're putting in the effort to make really good content, yet it feels like you're getting overlooked. So when you literally get validated by a YouTuber that you have been watching for years, I really appreciated that. And I don't know if she's watching this, but girl, like, you gave me the push to keep going. Because there were so many times where I just wanted to give up. There were so many times where I just wanted to just call it quits, throw in a towel, because I just felt like, you know what, if people aren't looking at me, they're not appreciating me, why should I continue to give them this quality content if they're not gonna appreciate it? And I feel like there are a lot of people who feel like that regardless of, you know, the profession or what exactly they're doing. Singers feel like this, producers feel like this, dancers feel like this, shoot, doctors feel. Many people feel like this. I know this is not a feeling that, you know, I'm alone with. Like, I know this is very common. But at the time, you know, I was what, 17? I wasn't even 18 yet. I was 17, the world was shut down, and I just felt like I was just being overlooked. Everybody around me was soaring and getting these views and getting on YouTube and just blowing up out the clear blue, when me, a person who was doing YouTube at the time for what, 4 or 5 years, I felt like I needed more than I had. I felt like I deserved more than what I had, what I was given. I felt like what I was giving out simply just was not being reciprocated. I genuinely felt like giving up. And if it was not for her doing that video and including me in it, I promise you, I really don't know where exactly I would be at when it comes to my content. I would still be on Instagram, of course, because like Instagram is kind of where everything started for me. But YouTube, honestly, like, I can genuinely say I don't know if I would still be doing YouTube, or if I would still be as consistent as I am today. I'd probably end up, you know, doing something else content wise. She really gave me the push that I needed to just keep going. I started getting validated from other YouTubers I love to watch, like Forever Kiera. I used to be obsessed with her. She don't post on YouTube no more, but like, we're still cool to this day. Just recently, as Leah, y'all know I went crazy when she hopped in my DMs and was like, I love your content. It just feels really good to just feel like when you get that validation. Although I feel like you should not live your life feeling like you need to be validated by anybody, okay? Let's start right there. Don't live your life feeling like you need to be validated by anybody, because that's not true. But to some extent, at the end of the day, validation feels good. We are all human. You cannot sit here and tell me that it does not feel good to be validated for something that you are doing. You cannot tell me that, because then you'd be lying. It's crazy to see how far I've come, and to think that, like, literally, I always say this, I've been saying this forever, but this is just the beginning. Especially now that I'm embarking on like my career, and you know, I'm just starting to get stuff together. It's crazy. Like, this past week, I have been on so many business calls, looking over contracts. I'm getting to a place where I have wanted to be for a long time, to the point where I'm starting to be content to where I'm at. And I feel like when you start to feel blessed and grateful for where you're at, and you get content, that's when God wants to bless you even more. At the time where, you know, I wanted that validation, I wasn't really appreciating what I already had. At the time, I had what? I had less than, I didn't even hit 10K yet. Maybe I had about 5,000 or something during the pandemic. It was not much. I don't think I had 10K yet. I hit 10K after I went on Versus with my mom. That's when I hit 10K. Yeah, you should not live your life trying to be validated. It feels good to be validated, but don't live your life like that. Be grateful where you're at right now, wherever you're at in life, and I promise you, God is going to bless you abundantly and give you everything you've been praying for and more. Literally my freshman year of college, I was so sad because I wanted to be somewhere where I wasn't. And once I started seeing stuff unfold literally in front of my eyes, all the stuff that I wanted for so long, I'm like, wow. So now I'm at a point where I am genuinely content at where I'm at. I was having this conversation with some people on my live yesterday, and they were like asking me, how does it feel to be famous? And I'm like, whoa there, buddy. Let's slow your roll, because I'm not famous yet, okay? I'm not famous at all. It's the difference between being known and famous. I am known, my mother is famous, okay? I am known, Beyonce is famous, okay? Bronx and Miss Jersey are known. You get where I'm going, right? It's the difference between being known and famous. I'm getting to that point of being famous. One day that time will come, but I'm content at being known. When I started thinking like this, you know, of course, you know, y'all know I deal with mental health, so I can feel like this one day, but tomorrow my depression bug could kick in and I can start feeling helpless and, you know, that whole nine. But on a normal day when I'm feeling good and my brain and, you know, my chemical imbalance is not imbalancing, I feel good and I feel content at where I'm at in life. I can genuinely say that when you start thinking like that and you start appreciating everything that is going on in your life for what it is and not taking stuff for granted, God blesses you even more and he gives you more than what you asked for. I'm telling you. I've been recognized by some of the best. Walking in New York and people shouting your name out. That type of stuff is mind-boggling to me because I used to think about stuff like that and I used to want stuff like that, but now that it's happening, it's like, wow, it's happening for real. All I can do is be thankful. One eyebrow looks amazing and one not so much. It doesn't matter. I have no time to redo it, so I'm not even gonna sit here and try to. I have 30 minutes left. 30 minutes left until I have to leave the house. I only did eyebrows. Luckily, I'm not putting on the whole face. Y'all know that's not my tea. Yeah, I just think it's so crazy how like everything is finally unfolding in front of my face. Just maybe like 2 weeks ago, I got verified on Instagram and I didn't pay for it either. Let's clock that. I had my agent do it. I wanted to be verified for so long, and now, like, especially I wasn't tripping about the verification badges because it started on Twitter first when, you know, he did that whole thing with letting people buy the badges, and then I saw people popping up with them on Instagram, and I was like, whoa, what is going on? And then I got the notification, it popped up on my profile. It was like, get the badge with Meta and all this other stuff, and I'm like, child, what I look like paying $15.99 for a verification badge? No. Right idea, wrong. Well, my agent hit me up and it was like, do you want me to, you know, get you verified or anything like that? It took me a minute to respond, honestly, because I was like, at this point, it don't matter. But the only reason why I said yes, still, I still want to be verified is to really cross it off my bucket list. That's why I do, believe it or not, that's why I do a lot of the things I do at this point in my life, like just to be like, okay, I crossed off my bucket list. Acrylic nails, for instance. I talk about this quite often, how I really only wore or started wearing acrylic nails because like I wanted to fulfill the little me, the little Jalen, not Jay, but the little Jalen, because when I was younger, I always used to see my mom wear nails and I don't know, I've always been fascinated with them. I remember when I was younger, I colored my nails in with a blue Sharpie and my mother was supposed to teach me how to play Uno, and I came down and I had tried to wash it off, but it wasn't coming off, and it was just a whole thing that night, right? I never forget that. So from that day on, I was like, you know, when I'm older and, you know, I'm finally able to be me, live life unapologetically, the first thing I'm gonna do is get my nails done, and I'm gonna wear acrylics. First thing I did when I came out, literally, I went and got my nails done. I vlogged and everything. I went and got my nails done because that was something that I always wanted to do. So that's just another example of me just doing stuff just to cross off my bucket list. So yeah, I was like, shoot, why not? Give me that verification badge. I crossed off my bucket list. I got it. Yeah, you know, I'm at the point now where I just want to keep living in the now. I feel like I'm doing that more often. I'm trying not to, you know, think about the future so much, because when I start thinking about the future, that's when, you know, my mental health starts going downhill, and I just, it's not good for me. I need to start living in the now, live in the present, stay in the present, and everything will be okay. I just started feeling better about just being me, being Jay, being Jay Michael, being Jalen Clements. Like, I just started to feel much better. That still isn't to say that I still don't, you know, get really worried and think about my future and everything of that nature, because again, I'm still human, and I still do deal with mental health. I can't always control when it kicks in and when it does and all that stuff. Sometimes it just happens. But for the most part, did y'all hear that? That was so rude. I've just really been trying to live in the now because I feel like that really helps me. And when you live in the now, you get to really soak up everything that you see around you. You really get to just live in the moment. It just feels so much better. So Pride season is coming faster than we think. Okay, I actually start rehearsals for my Pride show not next week. Let me just look at my calendar. It's literally right here. Not next week, not the week after that, but the following week after that. I go to Atlanta for the Black Music Honors, and I go to New York for, I don't know, I have to sing the national anthem somewhere. And then I get back on that Sunday on the 21st. On the 22nd through the 26th, I'm doing rehearsals. I have my first Pride show in DC on the 27th. I come back home on the 28th, and then I have rehearsals with my dancers the 29th through June 2nd. And then my first Pride show out here in VA in the 757 area is on June 4th. I am going to be back at Porcelain Pride. I am genuinely thankful for Porcelain Pride because they were the first people ever to put your boy on. They believed in me when nobody else did. They believed in me when I didn't even have any music out, bruh. I had nothing out. I didn't have anything out yet. Yeah, I didn't have anything out yet. I was releasing the following month. I really didn't have any buzz when it came to my music. My YouTube channel was doing all right, but it's not doing anything compared to what it's doing now, especially with my numbers and my analytics. Like, I'm not even gonna go into depth with that because that's none of y'all's business, but my analytics now compared to last year this time, tremendously different. I'm grateful that, you know, I was able to perform, and, you know, I'm grateful that I was able to learn from my mistakes because this year, you know, I'm really going full throttle. Like, I'm coming for the kill. I'm about to let y'all know because a lot of y'all was trying to come at me sideways as if I'm just so talentless that I can't sing or that I can't perform, which is so crazy because, I mean, I would love to see y'all do it better than me. And I make that face because y'all can't. But yeah, it's so crazy how people are now coming around that I got more buzz. Last year, y'all could have got me when I was cheaper. This year, you got to pay almost triple. You should have got me when I was cheap. So I'm about to powder with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Powder Soft Matte in the shade 470. Everything from Fenty that I use when it comes to my shades or anything like that is 470. So yeah, if I don't say it, it's 470. I'm forever grateful that I'm getting these bookings. You know, I'm just ready to really show what I'm made of. I feel like a lot of people have doubted me, especially, you know, the people who have came from the TV show, which is why I take a lot of the stuff that they say with a grain of salt because they haven't been here long. They're just now getting here, and y'all know how that goes. I pick and choose the battles that I want to argue and fight with. I have been, you know, clapping back just a little bit, and then y'all come behind me and y'all add y'all 2 cents in, which I'm so grateful for. I thought my mom had a crazy supporting base, but baby, y'all be ready to go to war for me. Y'all be ready to go to war, and I love it. This video has turned into me just reflecting about everything. Literally, it's only up from here. So if you're in the 757 area and you want to support your boy, please come out and support your boy, okay? If you saw me last year at Porcelain Pride, then you already, you know, you got a little taste of what's to come. But this year, I'm telling you, I'm coming full throttle. I'm adding 2 new songs to my set. I have a longer set this year, actually. Come out and come see your boy. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. Like, I've been studying, I've been doing my homework. I want to thank everybody. I'm gonna say this now. I want to thank everybody who reached out to me when I wanted my dancers and when I was looking for dancers. Although I chose my 2 dancers and they are amazing balls, I am gonna keep some of you guys in my notes and my little vault, so when the time comes for me to, you know, do a real project, I have an option of dancers. So thank you guys so much. Y'all really did the daggone thing. Y'all reposting it and sending it to different dance schools and all this stuff. Now some of y'all don't pay attention because I did say that you have to live in the 757 area, and some of y'all were like in Houston, Atlanta, LA, and all this stuff, and it's like, yeah, rating is fundamental. It is fundamental. Last week I was sitting down with the MD. I had everything already mapped and planned out, from the transitions to how I wanted everything to flow, talking points, the intro, the outro. I had pretty much everything already done. I just needed somebody to bring it to life. I am so excited to hear it. I believe I get the first rough cut of everything this upcoming Wednesday. I'm just really happy. I'm excited. I feel like this Pride is gonna be amazing, and you guys should definitely expect me to come out the swing. I'm gonna go with the Max Fix Plus Magic Radiance. Y'all, this this has become my new staple setting spray. I used to use Urban Decay All Night Setting Spray, and that's alright, but something about this right here, it makes my concealer legit melt into my skin. And and then I use my little fan to dry. I'm working on a music video. If you've been watching my vlogs, then you know I have been, well, if you watched my most recent vlog, then you know I have really been putting work to get the music video for Never Be on Track. I just went and looked at some venues that we can film at, and I found one. So now, well, I found one. I have to find the other one for another scene that we're doing, and that's gonna gag y'all, baby, okay? It's gonna gag y'all, so be prepared. I've been thinking about maybe getting a remix done to it, maybe having like a rap feature on it or something of that nature. And when I say remix, I mean remix. I don't mean just having somebody hop on the track. Y'all know what I'm talking about. When back in the days, folks used to remix their songs and it used to sound like a totally different, oh! Perfect example. Destiny's Child's No No No. No 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 Part 1 was a nice, slow, sexy ballad. You say no, 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 no. You say no, 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 no. When it's really yes, 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 yes. Then they remixed it to, oh no, you want me, I can see it in your eyes. But you keep on running what you say, what's on your mind. Now close your eyes, shorty. You're guaranteed to be hypnotized. That's what I'm talking about. So if push comes to shove and I end up making a remix or end up going through with the remix, I definitely want to like revamp it and maybe speed it up a little bit, because I've seen people say online they'd love to hear a sped up version of the song. So that is something I've definitely been thinking about, because quite a few of y'all have asked me about a remix to Never Be. I really haven't thought about it until y'all said something. That definitely is something that I may look into in the future. Yeah, I am super excited about everything that is about to happen. But there is one last topic that I want to talk about while I am about to put on my mascara, because it is 3:53. I've actually done great on time, man. Going back to school, baby. That has been a topic. It's literally all I see on my Instagram at this point, ever since the show. It is very annoying. I cannot get away from it, so I'm gonna address it now. And this is the only time I'm gonna address it. Currently, I'm not in school. When I was filming and I said that I was gonna go back to school, I actually did. I was in school for about 1 semester, and now I'm not. For the simple fact that I decided that I am going to take my full year. It was, you know, agreed upon that I could take a full year. I just simply chose to go back to school. I feel like I, you know, just needed that break. I'm still on my year. I decided to take my hiatus in January of this year. So next year in the springtime is when I will be enrolled again. I am taking my little gap year. I am going to finish school, and honestly, if you want to be completely honest, it's not because I want to. It's not because I'm doing it for me. I'm doing it for everybody around. Y'all want me to go to school and finish? I would do that. I have, you know, always been a person who has my own mind, but I'm also a person who likes to make the people I love happy. So if that means that, you know, actually go to school and finish it and do the whole 9, I would do that, because that's gonna make my pupils happy. I know for a fact that I can live a successful life without going to school. I believe in myself. I have a lot of faith in myself. I know it's like a risk that is being taken, but I have a lot of faith in myself. I believe myself. I know for a fact that I'm probably gonna go to school and not use this degree at all. Prime example is Tariq Ali. Y'all know I love me some him. I used to be obsessed with him and his videos. And he went to school for biological sciences, and now he's a screenwriter. Doesn't use the degree at all, but he still went to school. When I see stuff like that, I'm just like, just go. Make the people around me happy. Although you might not use the degree, at least you have it. At least you have it under your belt. And, you know, just call it a day. You know, I'm over the fighting and fussing and trying to go back and forth with people. I'm just gonna finish school and call it a day after my gap year. I would love to go back out to Vegas. That is a fight that I'm currently working on. But I would love to go back to Vegas to finish my college years. That way I have a little bit more independence and I'm able to actually live freely, because I'll be 21 by the time it's time for me to go back to school, or about to be 21 when it's time for me to go back to school. So I would love to be in Vegas and like feel like an adult. I am not in school right now. I take my gap year, and yeah, that's that. I see a lot of people who ask that, a lot of people who probably think I'm still in school right now, and I'm not. Yeah, so this is the only time I'm addressing it. Please don't ask me again. I would say don't bring it up again, but you know, this is social media. Y'all honestly don't care. Y'all don't listen, and y'all will bring it up again. So yeah, I know that's not inevitable. You guys will definitely bring it up again, but at least I addressed it and I said what I said. Alright y'all, so that is the end of this video. I hope you guys all enjoyed. I'm all nice and dressed. I got the mug on and beat. For my scent today, I am wearing Blue Day Chanel. I smell so good, y'all. The people at the Zip Market place gonna be all over me. But I hope you guys all enjoyed. Make sure you guys like this video and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on my socials, my Instagram, my Twitter, my TikTok, all that jazz at JayyeMichael. Y'all know the deal. If you see me anywhere else, 9 times out of 10, it is not me. So I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.